That's right.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer.
What's up?
They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack.
guys see the did you see the guy who spent 43 years in prison wrongfully convicted? And the moment he got out, they deported him. Hold on, I'll read you the story.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag had.
Hey daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Yeah, dude. All the news is just so fucking depressing, man. I was sitting back and forth being like, I shouldn't even do a show. It's depressing around here. But check this out. He was wrongfully imprisoned for 43 years. Moments after being released, ICE took him. On the morning of October 3rd, 2025, I'm not even going to, Subramanyam Subu Vedam walked out of the Huntingdon State Correctional Institution, the Pennsylvania prison that had confined him for more than 4 decades. The 64-year-old had spent nearly his entire adult life behind bars for a murder he did not commit. His conviction had been vacated weeks earlier after a court found that prosecutors had concealed evidence, exculpatory evidence, right, that would have dismantled their own case. The Sentry County District Attorney formally withdrew all charges a day before his expected release. But Vedam never made it home. As he stood on the threshold of freedom, officers from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were waiting. Acting on a decades-old deportation order, they detained him and transferred him to Moshannon Valley Processing Center, an ICE detention facility in central PA. Sorry, hold on. His family, who had prepared to welcome him home, instead learned that Vedam would remain in custody, not as a prisoner of the state, but as a detainee of the federal government. To our disappointment, Subu was transferred to ICE custody and is currently being held at the Valley Processing Center. The family said in a statement posted on a website dedicated to building support for Vedam's case. The immigration issue is a remnant of Subu's original case, since that wrongful conviction has now been officially vacated and all charges against Subu have been dismissed. We have asked the immigration court to reopen the case and consider the fact that Subu has been exonerated. So basically, he got a deportation order because of this conviction. So basically, he got convicted, ended up in jail, got a deportation order from when he was 19 years old. Our family continues to wait and long for the day when we can finally be together with him again. Do you think they're going to open it up again? Vedam's legal odyssey began in 1982 when he was arrested for the 1980 murder of his friend, 19-year-old Thomas Kinzer in Center County. Prosecutors argued that Subu had shot Kinzer with a .25 caliber pistol, a weapon that was never recovered, and based their case largely on circumstantial evidence. He was initially arrested in 1982 and convicted the following year, being finally sentenced to life without parole. For the next 42 years, Vedam maintained his innocence. His appeals were repeatedly denied. and his case languished until the Pennsylvania Innocence Project joined his defense team. In 2022, the project's attorneys discovered previously undisclosed evidence in the files of the Centre County District Attorney's Office, including an FBI report and handwritten notes suggesting that the bullet wound in Kinzer's skull was too small to have been caused by a .25 caliber bullet. That reevaluation undermined the entire prosecution theory. In August 2025, Judge Jonathan Grine of the Centre County Court of Common Pleas ruled that the concealed evidence represented constitutional violation of due process. Had the evidence been available at the time, Grine wrote, there would have been a reasonable probability that the jury's judgment would have been affected. 1 month later, District Attorney Bernie Cantorna, none of these people had any, this district attorney now didn't have anything to do with the case then, right? It's been years. Dismissed the murder charge, neither did the judge, I would assume, saying a retrial would be both impossible and unjust. By then, Vedum had become the longest-serving exoneree in Pennsylvania history and one of the longest-serving in the United States. Freedom, however, came with new peril. ICE cited a legacy deportation order dating back to the 1980s, tied not only to the murder charge, but also to an earlier drug conviction from Vedum's youth. Before his arrest for murder, he had pleaded guilty at age 19 to intent to distribute LSD, a charge his family describes as a youthful mistake. Although that conviction carried its own immigration consequences, Subbu, who was born in India but arrived in the United States when he was 9 months old, was never deported because he was serving a life sentence. Now, after his exoneration, ICE has revived the decades-old order. In a statement, I think the reason that we're seeing so many of these, like, this guy just was working a job, this guy's never committed a crime, this guy was in his last step to get citizenship, is because they have to keep the numbers up for Himmler and Trump. Now, after his exoneration, ICE has revived the decades-old order. In a statement to the Herald, ICE said Philadelphia officers took Vedum into custody immediately after his release because his criminal past. Pursuant to the Immigration and Nationality Act, individuals who have exhausted all avenues of immigration relief and possess standing removal orders are priorities for enforcement. ERO, Enforcement and Removal Operations, notes that Vedum, a career criminal with a rap sheet dating back to 1980, well, he's been in jail for 43. How could he be a career criminal? Is also convicted of controlled substance trafficker. I sent an email. Mr. Vedum will be held in ICE custody while the agency arranges for his removal in accordance with applicable laws and due process requirements. There is no way that he has fucking ties to anywhere but the United States. He was brought here when he was 9 months old. He went to prison when he was 19. Like, what the fuck? Mike Trupa, a spokesman for the family, says the move blindsided Vedum's family. They're emotionally reeling from the fact that he could be sent to a country he does not know. He said, there's some ancestry in India where he might have some nominal relations, but his entire family, all of his family's relationships are here and in Canada. Vedum's niece, Zoe Miller Vedum, said the family has little sense of what to expect from the immigration proceedings, but continues to hold out onto hope. I'm not sure we have expectations. We definitely have hope, she said. It's been a very long journey towards exonerating my uncle. He spent the last 44 years incarcerated for a crime he did not commit, and we've been fighting and supporting him the whole time. Zoe described her uncle as a deeply compassionate man who transformed his decades of imprisonment into a mission of service. He really did so much over those years to show the person that he is, she said. He worked as a teacher, helping many, many people get their degrees. People who've spoken to us afterwards about how having him support them while they were incarcerated really changed their lives. He completed multiple degrees himself. He was always learning and caring. She added that Vedum's potential deportation to India would be devastating. India, in many ways, is a completely different world to him, she said. He left India when he was 9 months old. None of us can remember our lives at 9 months old. He hasn't been there for over 44 years, and the people he knew when he went as a child have passed away. His whole family, his sister, his nieces, his grandnieces were all U.S. citizens, and we all live here now. Zoe said her uncle's wrongful conviction, if anything, they ought to give him fucking citizenship for putting him in fucking prison for 44 years. Wrongful conviction had robbed him of the chance to build a normal life and left him unprepared for exile in a country he doesn't know. He's never been able to work outside the prison system, she said. He's never seen a modern film. He's never been on the internet. He doesn't know technology. To send him to India at 64 on his own and away from his family and community would be just extending the harm of his wrongful incarceration. Vadam's legal team has filed a motion to reopen the immigration case and a petition for a stay of deportation while the motion is pending. The government has until October 24th to respond. Over the decades, Vadam built a life of quiet purpose inside prison walls. By all accounts, he was a model inmate. He designed and led literacy programs, raised funds for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and tortured hundreds of fellow prisoners working towards high school diplomas. He became the first person in the 150-year history of the facility to earn a master's degree, completing his coursework by correspondence with a 4.0 GPA. Subu's true character is evidenced in the way he spent his 43 years of imprisonment for a crime he didn't commit, said his sister, Saraswati Vadam. In a statement, rather than succumb to his dreadful hardship and mourn his terrible fate, he turned his wrongful imprisonment into a vehicle to service to others. At the heart of the current dispute lies a question of legal timing and humanity. Because Vadam was never formally naturalized, his earlier drug conviction technically makes him deportable under U.S. immigration law. The wrongful murder conviction, now vacated, had kept him in state custody for decades, effectively freezing that process. With his exoneration, ICE argues that the original deportation order can now be executed. To Vadam's defenders, that logic defies both fairness and decency. The government is portraying him as a career criminal and drug I didn't realize it bothered you so much. Would just bother you some more. To Vadam's defenders, the logic defies both fairness and decency. The government is portraying him as a career criminal and drug trafficker. The defense intends to argue that the totality of circumstances, Subu's wrongful imprisonment, his lifelong residence in the United States, and his record of rehabilitation warrants reopening this case. For his niece, the fight is about more than legal arguments. After 43 years of having his life taken from him because of a wrongful conviction, to send him to the other side of the world, to a place he doesn't know, away from everyone who loves him, would just, it's cruel. That's fucking cruel, dude. Is it not? He doesn't know anybody or anything. He's lived here his entire life. They wrongfully convicted him and had him in prison for over 4 fucking decades. We're going to keep supporting him and doing everything we can to make sure that now that he's been fully exonerated, he'll be able to be home with his family. I don't know. Shit's fucking wild, dude. And imagine getting the news that they finally overturned your case. You've been in jail for almost 44 years, a little over 40, or almost 44, right? 43 and 9 months or something like that. You get the news that you've been exonerated. They withheld evidence just to get the conviction. It would have probably proved your innocence, if not, at least put some doubt in the jury's mind about it. It was your best friend who they accused you of killing. And then you get your fucking walking bag and shit, your fucking outside clothes, walk out of the fence for the last time, escorted by a fucking guard, get through that final door and walk down that tunnel and ICE is waiting on you. Not your family, not your friends, ICE. This country sucks right now. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it fucking sucks, dude. It's embarrassing.
When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them. The foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native born. Love them as yourself. Do you agree with this?
Is the foreigner, well, he would not be an American.
The answer is yes. Well, is the foreigner, is he from one of those really foreign places? What type of hat does he wear? Is the foreign, the edit on TikTok was so fucking spot on. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Hold on. The TikTok edit was really good. If it's still up. This it?
When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them.
I don't think it is.
Resides among you in your land. That, correct? Love them as yourself.
Is there another edit to it? Hold on. There was another edit I saw somewhere where he just reads, when a foreigner resides among you in your land, treat them as yourself, blah, blah, blah. And she says, is the foreigner, and it goes immediately back to when a foreigner resides in your land. It was a really good edit, but I guess they got rid of that one or something. Or maybe didn't upload all the way.
And he wouldn't be an illegal.
I want to just complete this quote and let you know where it's from.
It's probably from Donald Trump.
Quite the opposite. When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them. The foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native born. Love them as yourself, for you were foreigners in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. It's from Leviticus 19:33, the Bible.
Okay.
These are the words of your God.
Okay.
Trump is going completely against them. You see that, correct?
He's getting illegals out of our country that did not come here the
That was not the question I was asked. When a foreigner resides among you in your land.
correct way.
How are you doing this? God, your Christian God, literally says, when a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them. Love them as yourself. It doesn't say anything about if they came here legally or did they get the right papers. None of that. It just says treat a foreigner as you would treat yourself. Love them as you love yourself.
But what if the foreigners do not treat us the way that they should treat us too?
How are you doing this? This is the Bible.
Oh, quit putting me in a little box.
What do you mean in a little box? Do you agree with the Bible?
Yes.
What Trump is doing is opposed to what the Bible says to do.
How many hours did you stay up just to entrap me on this one?
When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not.
The victim mentality is insane. Wait till I show you this one. Talk about they're always under attack. They're always persecuted. You guys are coming after us just because we believe Trump. Watch this one.
Getting to a point where the conversations are more detrimental to our families than beneficial. Mom.
Yes, your family is super fucking racist. Kind of shitbags. So,
Like we've said before, we keep it separate. Once I click this computer off and leave to go see my shiny hiney, that's our horse, it's done. We've discussed it. We've trashed each other. We've called each other names, whatever.
there's only one. Okay, chat. Listen to me. I want you to answer my question. There is one person that calls names on this podcast. Who is it? There's just one part. We've called each other names. We've been back. No, there's one person that calls names. Who is it?
And leave to go see my shiny hiney, that's our horse. It's done. We've discussed it. We've trashed each other. We've called each other names, whatever.
Each other names. There's one person on this podcast that calls people names.
I feel like I have no one to help me here today, but that's okay. Just
Because the dad's not on there on this
do
episode.
what you got to do to me.
Do what you got to do to me. I'll be your punching bag. Do what you got to do to me. Okay? I'll be your punching bag. I'll be your pin cushion. What the fuck are you talking about? They're asking you questions like, Do you agree with Trump when he said it this way or when he said the exact opposite? Do you agree with the Bible? Do you not agree with the Bible? Do you think it's okay for this to happen? Just do what you got to do to me. They're the Charlie Kirk martyr.
The victim mentality is it's thick. It's thick today.
Once we leave, then I have to forget it because I do love both of you. So I have to forget the mean things you've said to me.
The mean things. So saying that Donald Trump is wrong, saying that you can't believe this passage from the Bible and what Donald Trump does, that's being mean to her. That's their mentality all the time. Fox News has convinced these people for the last 20 fucking years that Christianity's under attack, that you can't be white, that you can't be straight, that you can't get married, that you can't do this, that you gotta bow down and lick the boots of black people, and they believe it. That victim mentality is ingrained. It's almost genetic at this point.
Oh my God. That's how I do it. How else do I? And I don't read comments anymore unless one of my friends shows me when it says, oh my goodness, I don't read comments anymore. That's helped me a lot. I do.
So basically what she's saying is this conversation is not necessary and not helpful to her, right? She doesn't take, even when she's shown right in front of her fucking face and can't deny the hypocrisy that she's exhibiting, right? The Bible says this, Donald Trump's doing this. They don't go to, she leaves that all here. She doesn't think about it later. She doesn't read comments. She doesn't look into it anymore. She forgets it because everybody was mean to her, and then she's back to do the same thing again next week.
I have people that do reach out to me through a different account I have, and they said kind of the same thing that lady just said. You just keep trying. You keep trying to break through with your family members if you love them.
In her mind, the kids are the ones that are wrong, and she's trying to break through to them.
It's worth the try.
Are we getting to a point where
this is unfortunately the world we live in? Donald Trump has warped our parents.
This is basically in response to the same question.
Obligation. I have an obligation to do this. It's important to me. So I'm going to do it literally until I guess I die, or like the pod doesn't exist for whatever reason. Like I'll keep doing this. I don't know. I don't feel like it's punishment. Like we were just at mom and dad's house and did that TikTok dance. So, it's not, the pod is not all consuming. People do not see us outside of like this hour-long time period where we, debate politics. So
it's a reduced version of what we actually are. It's 1 hour per week. Then even that gets reduced further when I'm cutting Instagram reels and TikTok clips into these little 1 minute segments.
She also claims that his editing skills are so good, it makes her always look bad. But that's not what's really happening.
Sections that people are looking at us through. So that doesn't even give you the context of the entire hour-long conversation.
And because you are a genius at editing, you make us look even worse than we are.
How do I make you look worse? I don't edit those for content. I'm just editing them for time. I'll find a 1 minute thing and just clip 1 minute out. I'm not like putting words in your mouth or anything.
I know, but you take what words we say, then you go to you and then back to us, and it makes us look bad, I just think. Those shorts.
that is literally the pod. This is unfortunately
She doesn't get it.
Donald Trump.
When a foreigner resides
She doesn't get it.
from DJ Trump, the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on
Who was president on January 6th? Biden hadn't even been president yet. He hadn't been vice president for 4 years. The Biden FBI.
January 6th. If this is so, which it is, a lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something. President DJT. Mom, who was the president of the United States on January 6th?
Trump.
Right.
Right.
So how could Biden have put FBI agents in that crowd? Biden was not part of the government.
I have no idea.
So you see this to be a lie. Even he knows it's a lie.
No.
If this is so, which it is, he's being deceitful.
I have read and seen a lot of things on Instagram, TikTok, where that is the truth. So I guess time will tell.
No, but
It can't be the truth. He wasn't in charge of the FBI.
it's not true. Time has told. Donald
Trump was literally in charge of the FBI, had meetings, told them what to investigate like he's doing now, but not as public.
Trump was president in that moment, on that day. He has control over the FBI. Biden could not have possibly done that.
He's working on it, I'm sure.
You're not understanding. Do you accept that that's a lie, what Donald Trump has posted?
No.
Biden was not president. How could he have done that?
He didn't have access to the FBI.
He had people inside there. Maybe he could.
This is from DJ Trump. The Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. Insane. Wherever you are. I guess I love you. I don't understand what's going on with him.
I have no idea, except, I'm not making excuses for him. His diabetes is sky high today. And when it gets that
Sounds like making an excuse for him.
high, he goes a little crazy.
He just really didn't like that new Taylor Swift album, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
I've been digmatized before. That ain't what a song about digmatization should sound like.
I'll protect the family. I like it. I don't know. Why are people not liking it? It's like catchy.
I just want everyone to know, I don't give a shit one way or another. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not anti her either. I do think artistically, she's like a genius. I don't know that we'll see something like that again in our lifetime.
I'm a big fan.
All of that said, I'm just looking at TikToks and there's like lifetime Swifties. I was at her first concert in this coffee shop. I went to the Eras tour 6 times. I bought all this. No. This album, her.
I have a theory about this, why they're doing this. So a lot of her fan base is, they're single. They've been, hurt by men. And historically, her albums are all like the love of my life. And then he f***ed me over and they eat that shit up. And now she has it all. Like she's happy and the album reflects that. And they're like, this. Where is my rep? Or where is, they want the tortured poets shit. They want it.
And Dad,
I don't know about Taylor Swift shit.
20 billion American dollars to Argentina.
I do not know. He hasn't given it to him yet, right?
It's
Basically, I think 10 billion was a loan and 10 billion was a foreign currency exchange.
in plans. He's talking.
What happens if Argentina can't pull their economy back? Someone's like, "You're not paying attention. He traded for Argentine pesos. So when their economy's back going, then we'll just cash those in and they'll give us back our $20 billion, which isn't true. Only half of it was a loan, half of it was for pesos, I believe. But second of all, what happens if their economy doesn't recover? Then we just lost that. It's just gone.
About doing it.
Yes, because that would undermine the soy business, some beef too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is he protecting us against China?
No, that president of Argentina is a huge Trump loyalist. And, there's pictures of him with the chainsaw like Elon Musk.
He's with the chainsaw, yes.
He strokes his ego, period. That's it.
Is it not just a line of credit or something he's given him for a while?
He's buying $20 billion worth of bonds from their country with U.S. money, with our money, taxpayer money, instead of using $20 billion to subsidize these farmers who now cannot sell their products because places like China, who are their biggest buyers, they're not buying anything from them because of the tariffs. They're saying, fine, you want a trade war? F you. We'll win it.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's doing that. That's not right.
Why do you think Trump is going to give 20 billion American dollars to Argentina?
I do not know.
We run cookies at the
Nobody
bakery that
knows.
say
She actually owns a pretty famous bakery, apparently, down in Texas. Does somebody know the name of it? There's a video in a minute of her in the hoodie. I can't remember. Let me see. I can find it. Hold on. I can't remember the name of it. I didn't know this till just the other day when I saw her in the hoodie. Hive. The Hive.
ICE. And I've had people comment, like in my comments section on different social media outlets, like, not all of us are that way. You know, we believe in freedom and this. Wrong. At this point, if you work for that agency, you are the most vile piece of shit that exists. Period. I don't care if you're doing paperwork or throwing people on the ground. If you are part of that organization, you are a piece of shit.
I totally disagree, and you better watch out making cookies like that. That's all I'm saying.
So, again, in this country where they love the right to free speech, right? The First Amendment. She's warning her own daughter, you better be careful making a cookie that says fuck I. Why? This is America, right? I can make a cookie that says fuck America, fuck ICE, fuck Jesus. I can make a cookie that says whatever the fuck I want. What would she have to watch out from? What could possibly happen to a U.S. citizen in an American bakery for making a cookie that says fuck us? Surely you're not insinuating that the government may crack down on her freedom of speech, right?
You are a piece of shit.
They don't even care. They don't even care. Until it affects somebody with a MAGA hat on, they don't give a fuck.
I disagree, and you better watch out making cookies like that. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, all day long.
Mom, what you just said, you better watch out making cookies like that. So you're now pre-blaming Haley.
She's promoting hatred.
She's promoting hatred
For the people that are trying to get illegals out of our country.
They are promoting hatred themselves by doing shit like I just showed you. That guy who tackles the other dude, it's not about, oh, I feel threatened or unsafe. That guy says, I'm a citizen. I'm standing in a public area. I can do this. And he's like, no, you can't. You have to do what I say. He tackles that guy. Then you even hear the other guy, step back, stand over there. And you hear the girlfriend say, I'm going to stand right here. This is a public space. And he goes, you're going to stand where I tell you to stand or you're next. It's about authority. It is about people who are filled with aggression finally getting a job where they get paid to do it.
So dad should be an ICE person, I guess.
Well, dad, I don't think would pass the military physical fitness test. No offense.
We run cookies at the bakery that's to fall in line and blindly
It does seem like a pretty cool bakery.
do whatever Donald Trump wants you to do in the name of our country, which is not what's happening. These are innocent people. They're children.
Some are innocent, some are not. Some are not. What about those gang members that were in there? How do you tell the difference?
No one, okay. When you say some are innocent, some are not, no one is concerned with the some or nots. No one is concerned with the drug dealers and rapists and murderers and whatever, right? But we can't just say some are innocent and be okay with that either.
That's because Biden left our border open and anybody that wanted to can come in. Now we don't know the difference.
How do you tell the difference between a gang member and a child? How do you tell the difference?
Hold on a minute, Mom. I want to ask you about, you said, what if this guy has a gun? So the dude, you saw him strangle.
Oh, God, this is so bad. This is the video. We've all seen it. I think they'll play it here in a second, where the ICE agent's like telling him something, and he just takes his hands and puts them behind his back, like in parade rest, if you've ever been in the military, where you take your hands on the small of your back and put them like this, and he's just standing there, and that causes the ICE agents to attack him.
Strangles him, throws him to the ground. 4 other guys jump on top of him. They can probably assess pretty quickly whether or not he has a gun, but they continue to beat the shit out of him. He has to be taken off on a stretcher with blood on his face.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's not right.
ICE is disgusting.
Yeah, I do
And her excuse is, well, he could have had a gun.
agree with you. That was not
It's a U.S. citizen.
right. Once they see he didn't have a gun, that should have been it.
Once they grab him by the throat and slam him down on the ground, and the 4 people climb on top of him and make sure he doesn't have a gun, then that should have been it.
Fall in line.
Watch this video. There he is. Look. Just got his hands behind his back.
Not doing anything. You're saying that
grab him by the throat, slam him down, or attempt to over and over again, and then everybody jump on top of him.
He's not doing anything.
This is disgusting. And her excuse is, well, he could have had a gun.
Stand over there. No, he's not. I'm gonna stand right here. He's not doing it. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna stand right here.
Do you think that guy deserved that treatment from DHS?
What he did in the very beginning was something that probably was wrong. He put both of his hands behind him. If you go back and watch that, I did see it on TV. He put both of his hands like behind him. When they said, whoa, whoa, he could have had a gun back there.
What?
He could have had a gun.
So you're justifying what is clear abuse of power by these cops against a U.S. citizen.
What if the guy had a gun and as a policeman came to him, pulled it out and shot him?
But you could say that about anybody at any time.
At any time. Right? Kid crossing the crosswalk to go to school. Slam him to the ground by his throat. What if he has a gun?
What if I have a gun right now?
Right.
Your justification for this is insane.
Well, you can show me those videos, but then you don't show the one that I sent to you earlier. I guess maybe you didn't get it or we don't have time, where ICE is there, people spitting on him.
Good.
Calling them all kinds of names.
They deserve it.
No, they do not. They are protecting our border, getting the people that are...
They're protecting our border in Chicago, in Colorado.
Should not be here out.
Protecting our border. I just read this whole story about how they raided an apartment building in Chicago. What border is Chicago on?
Anybody involved with ICE is literal scum of the earth. To wake up every morning and put that uniform on, you have to be a piece of shit.
He's not doing anything. You're saying that.
They don't
Insane,
have
dude.
budgets
Insane.
for teachers to get pay raises.
I've noticed it does not matter how far they go, how crazy it is, the way you set it up. Like imagine your kids getting fucking, pulled out of their beds in their underwear because they were asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, zip tied, set in the middle of the street for 3 hours while they try to see if your neighbor, for some reason, has a fucking warrant. Like that has anything to do with you, a U.S. citizen, with no issues, no warrants, no nothing. Well, I'm sure that there's always an excuse.
But we're paying.
Well, that building was run down and it was like a slumlord ran it. And?
ICE agents 6 figures. Makes me want to vomit.
Donald Trump said he would get illegals out of our country unless you're a citizen. That's the only person that gets to stay. So
that, to you, justifies them raiding apartment buildings, beating the shit out of people, dragging kids out naked in the night.
I already told you, I feel they're doing it the wrong way.
But that means you disagree with Trump. He's the one telling them to do this. He's the one sending troops into U.S. cities.
But he's sending troops into cities to get the illegals out, but he's also cleaning up the streets with the druggies that are laying around that you can't even walk over.
You're wrong. It's not just about that, because now it's about the enemy within. Because now they're using our military to go after us. They don't have the budgets for teachers.
It's insane. The excuses they can make are fucking insane. This is about the guy from Project 2025.
Knows better than anyone. I have nothing to do with Project 2025. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things, and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
They wrote a document that many of the points are fine. Many of the points are absolutely ridiculous. I have nothing to do with the document. I've never seen the document.
So do you believe that Trump now is part of 2025, that he's using it as a blueprint?
Well, if he's meeting with people, I guess so.
Okay, so that whole video I just played for you then, during the campaign where he said he didn't know what it was, you believe that was a blatant lie?
Maybe, yes.
Did that change your mind about him at all?
Not yet.
Why wouldn't it?
Like I said, there's only one thing that would change my mind.
But he lied.
He lied because it made his campaign look bad. So he said, I have nothing to do. Even that some of his current staff and a bunch of his former staff, and he's good friends with him, and they had meetings, and they talked about this, and his people helped write Project 2025. It made the campaign look bad. So immediately he went to nope, until he's elected. He's like, yep, let's do this.
During his campaign to the entire country.
All politics lie.
But this Project 2025 is batshit crazy.
All politics lie. I don't want to say the name because you'll say, we're not talking about him. He lied all the time. They all lie.
But you can't use that as just a catch-all to defend him. Everybody lies, so Trump lying is fine. What he's lying about in this case was that he knew nothing about a pre-written design to alter this country and turn it into an authoritarian nation.
Maybe at that time he did not know, and now he's just meeting with the guy. I don't know.
As you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project.
Mom, who do you blame for the shutdown?
Democrats and illegals.
Why is that?
Health care.
Wanted to include, it was an ungodly amount. I don't even know what the amount was, $1 billion for aid, healthcare to illegals.
That's not true.
Now, if you don't think we're paying for illegal healthcare right now,
What you've said is not true.
okay, if you don't think yes, it is. If you don't think we're paying for healthcare to illegals for illegal people right now, then you are crazy. If an illegal right here on my street would walk across and accidentally get hit by a car, the ambulance would be called and they would be taken to the hospital. They would be killed for. They would be.
What do you think? So what is your scenario? Someone shows up at the ambulance or the ER and they don't have documentation to prove that they're a U.S. citizen. We let them die until someone gets back with it?
Be cared for. Who pays for that? The American people.
Who pays for it if it's somebody who's uninsured but a U.S. citizen? The American people.
What Republicans do not want is the people that came across the border that are healthy, that are illegals, to be given, here's your card, go get your free health care.
They don't do that. That does not exist.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
You believe it does because
okay.
you're saying that. But that is literally a lie. Mom, who do you blame for the shutdown?
They all have to go through this training, like physical endurance.
No, they do not. They're in half those generals and admirals that go through one day of training.
How did they?
I'm so tired of having it. What would make a better leader? Okay. That they went through the original training, worked their way up, and they have 40 fucking years of experience in leading, or that they're physically fit enough to do the job of the lowest man on the totem pole. This might be a hot take. I don't give a fuck about out of shape generals. Not one single fuck. Well, they're soldiers like the rest of them. They got to be ready to run on the battlefield. What? When? Where? How? They're never, ever, ever going to be on the battlefield. It's not what they do. But trying to make them meet the standard of an infantryman is only going to cause us to lose experience. And we're going to war with China in the next couple years. And we're losing experience. We're losing good leaders for pretty leaders.
They get into the military.
40 years ago when they did qualify.
And then climbed the ranks.
No, sat on their fat ass eating.
What? What this is they will have to pass 2 tests a year now.
All yours.
He's leaving.
Wait a minute. We're not done with your topic.
He's leaving.
We're not.
What do you mean? Like he's leaving for good?
Yes.
What is up his ass?
I have no idea. I have no idea. He didn't even. Oh, God. I don't know.
What do you mean? What is going on?
He's not coming back, or did he just go pee?
I have no idea. I don't think he's coming back.
So he got mad because we were answering his question?
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
They all have to go through this training, like physical endurance.
No, they do not. They're in half those generals and admirals.
They sent in basically an army to invade this apartment building. They drug children out in the middle of the night, naked, zip-tied them, left them in the street. Are you okay with this? Do you think this is what America should be?
No, should not.
Do you see the parallel between this and Jewish people during the?
No. I mean, don't keep saying that.
Why? It's true.
No, it's not.
These are thugs under the guise of like military and ICE and police. Their allegiance is to Donald Trump and money.
They had to have a reason for going in there. There had to be illegal people in there.
They were told to do it. That's the reason.
There had to be illegals that were in there.
Let's say there are illegals in there, as you put it, whatever the that means to you. Most of that building is just people asleep on a Tuesday night at midnight. And boom, 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 flashbangs, guns in your face, dragging you out into the street naked. What if you're not one of the illegals? Do you think that's how American citizens should be treated?
No, but what I also think is weird is you think like you were there and you know all of this. We were not there. We don't know this occurred, even though it is in the news, you say. But if you are not a citizen with correct papers here, I would be somewhere else at this time because it's getting bad. It is getting bad.
They sent.
Where should they be? Just waiting out in the middle of the street, waiting on ice, and God forbid they get injured somehow because now they can't go to the hospital.
Do you think that a 6'2", 298-pound admiral should have his job?
Is he solid rock muscle? I don't care.
There's your problem.
These admirals and generals aren't shooting machine guns. They're not running out into warfare.
There's your problem. Anything we bring to the table, you don't care. Well, you know what? I don't give a rat's ass what you think.
I'm not saying I don't care about your question. I'm saying I don't care if a general is overweight or has a beard or a weird hairdo. Look at Donald Trump. He's all of those things, minus the beard.
He's not in charge
Donald Trump's still trying to say he's, 6'2", 225 or some shit?
of 6,000 soldiers on the spur of the moment.
No, he's in charge of all the soldiers at all times.
He's in charge of all the soldiers. He's the commander-in-chief.
Yes.
But he doesn't physically have to go out there and fight.
Thank.
Neither do generals! But he doesn't physically have to go fight. I can understand, like, from the regiment or battalion, those guys, yeah, let's get them in shape. Let's have them out there with the guys. Let's make them run PT with the guys. Have them do PT tests. They're going to be in the field with their guys. Now, a lot of times they're going to be in the TOC, right? They're going to be in the headquarters. They're going to be hanging back. But they're still going to have to run missions. They're still going to have to be on gun trucks. Still going to have to do this. And even if they don't have to, they're going to be doing it because they want to. They want to be with their guys. They want to see what's going on. They want to see it firsthand. They want to be out in the field. Okay? But when we're talking about fucking field officers and shit that are literally never going to engage in combat, what the fuck is the point?
God. It always comes down to like the foxholes in the battlefield for you guys. Like you just want these Ares soldiers that just replicate like they do in Tron. You want like Arnold Schwarzenegger on the field. I get that. But not every position in the military is frontline. So it's kind of a moot point. Like you can weigh whatever you weigh and you can look however you look and still be a general and still conduct business. Not everyone on the battlefield. That's not the only job. If
we really gave a fuck about recruitment, we would literally expand this to not just non-combat MOSs, but non-combat MOSs combined to like non-field MOSs, right? So like fucking field artillery is not technically combat MOS, but it's like, well, you still need to be in really good shape. But if you're like a fucking HVAC tech or a goddamn computer programmer or even a fucking drone operator that sits down in Texas and flies drones in fucking Kandahar, like what's the point of being in this, fit in this same cookie cutter? We could get a lot more people in, guaranteed, and we're going to need it eventually.
From other countries looking, though, at our military, if they're not in shape, they're going to laugh at us.
Do you think that
the other military might laugh at us when we show up to do intramurals and our kickball team has a fat guy on it? They're going to laugh at us.
Have you ever listened to Bad Bunny?
Yes, I tried to tune in, and I don't understand Spanish. So I'm not going to listen to a song I don't understand.
It's just a vibe. People love him.
No, you love him.
He is world renowned, whether you speak Spanish or not.
So people love him because he dresses in drag and gets up there in girl clothes?
He is definitely an advocate for the LGBTQ plus community.
Which is what percent? How many people in the United States?
If you're going to get on this argument about percentages, in my understanding, he's the biggest musical artist in the world.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. I've never heard that.
So
it's because you're white, English speaking from America.
NFL to get the biggest musical artist globally means they're going to attract on the televised version at the very.
He's one of the biggest entertainers in the world, if not the biggest, because of how many people speak Spanish.
A giant global audience, and it's going to expose so many new people to football.
But she did get a desk job, logistics job to keep things running for good pay because she qualified mentally for some good stuff. It's definitely, yeah, right. The people that we have doing these incredibly, like, you're losing good candidates because they don't want, like, they're fat or maybe they're lazy or what. It doesn't matter when they're programming or when they're writing AI or when they're doing, when they're HVAC tech, right, in the States, right? They go around to base housing and they repair air conditioners. The fuck do you need to be 6 foot tall, 198 pounds and be able to run a 16-minute 2 mile? You don't, right?
It's a smart business move.
I totally disagree. American football is like gaming and betting and having fun and being patriotic. That's what American football is. This is not.
Did you like Kendrick Lamar's performance?
No, I did not.
Have you ever?
Bad Bunny, I think I read this. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I remember reading this, that he was the most streamed artist in the world for 3 years in a row. Like, again, I understand it's not my type of music, but a lot of the people that get the halftime show is not my type of music. The only one they want to lash out against is because it's not English.
Ever listened to Bad Bunny?
Yes, I tried to tune in, and I don't understand.
Mom, Bad Bunny reactions?
He said he would never do a concert in the United States or America, but then he gets this. Oh, of course, I'll do the halftime. Why choose him? Because Jay-Z, his company called Rock Nation, who has partnered with the NFL since 2019, Jay-Z gets to pick. He's best buddies with...
Jay-Z does not get to pick. All right. Jay-Z does own the company that does this contracting for the Super Bowl. But he lays out the options and the people he thinks he can get and how much it's going to cost and this and all of this in front of the NFL, right? It is if Jay-Z was going to pick, he would only pick artists that he represents because he would get all the money. But he doesn't. He goes out and finds big artists and lays it out across the board. We can pick from these 5. It'll cost somewhere between this, and they'll put on the show. And then the NFL decides. All of them together decide.
With Obama, with woke culture.
Well, it's not just Jay-Z that gets to pick, the NFL has to approve it and also has a huge say in who gets to do their halftime
I totally
show.
believe Jay-Z approved this and picked him.
But why are you mad, though? You seem pissed off about this.
This is a finger to the United States.
I think it's a big deal that Bad Bunny is this big, even though I don't know if any of his songs, or at least most of his songs, are not in English, right? Because usually the American market drives all this stuff.
I totally believe Jay-Z approved this and picked him.
But why are
He's going to flip out.
You seem pissed off about this.
This is a finger to the United States.
Shut up and let Mom talk.
Be nice.
I'm getting sick of it.
Bye.
You're the one yelling.
Don't.
You're the one over talking your mother's ditty. Now shut up.
Okay, I'm shutting up.
Wait, stop. Why are you so mean today? Don't. Just go.
He's a fucking bitch, dude. God damn.
They can't be nice.
Mom, Bad Bunny reactions?
He did. He got 50 months. Time to serve in a pet.
We've seen this one.
But, and that 50 months is...
At least this is kind of I don't know, man. Everything's so shitty right now. Like, everything is so shitty currently.
So everybody want me to meet the Chinese Elon man? Well, the thing is, we haven't been talking for a while, but today we're here with him. We'll see how it goes.
He barely speaks any English.
Hey. English is so easy. Okay, he speaks English. He's trying to say that. I'm the translator, by the way. So how is everything? How's business? How's the SpaceX? Oh, SpaceX. You know, this guy talks to me like I'm intellectually challenged, but I love this guy. He's very patient.
Elon Musk. The better Elon Musk.
When I hear good things, I like to point them out. They happen to be coming from Marjorie Taylor Greene's mouth right now.
I think that she and John Fetterman have just horseshoed and replaced each other.
Did like a Freaky Friday.
They did a way too Freaky Friday.
We're not going to watch this, but we'll skip around. You go watch the full one at FY Pod and the Bulwark.
I like to look at, this is my...
Shut the whole floor down at Trump Tower just so he could be alone.
What does news have to say about the matter? Let's take a look. We'd be happy to have you. So before we get into Barron running TikTok, I want to see what the expert analysts over...
Barron Trump is going to have an executive role at the new TikTok company.
At Fox News have to say about the matter. Let's take a look.
Could you imagine if U.S. companies bought TikTok and Obama's daughters or Hunter Biden was an executive there?
Brought a girl home. He brought her back to Trump Tower. He shut the whole floor down at Trump Tower just so he could be alone. One of his classmates said this: he's tall and awkward, but he was the thing, the guy. He had a lot of girls running after him. Another said he's a ladies' man for sure. He's really popular with the ladies. He's tall and handsome. A lot of people seem to think he's pretty attractive. So imagine a guy.
Totally real comments about about your high school bro.
Brings you back.
He's a ladies' man. He's a lady killer. A lot of people wouldn't guess it, but he gets so much pussy, he puts some of it on layaway for the winter months.
Back to Trump Tower, and the whole floor is shut down.
If the guy's a Trump, then I would believe it. And I know a lot of people are probably going to want to criticize him, that he's being a prima Donald, no pun intended there. But he obviously did for security reasons. The security needed to sweep the floor. They shut down the floor. But man, this guy's got game. I mean, 6'7", and he's got a whole floor at Trump Tower for a freaking date. I hope something good came out of that date. I mean, I'm not going to say what.
Something not too good.
You all are fucking disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Fox News just wants fucking Trump semen, dude. Literally.
Not too good.
Really
he needs to wait.
Homemade dessert.
Okay.
Private chef.
The Trump cookie.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's so, it's like a fucking drag queen reads a bunch of books to 8-year-olds at the local library and they're a groomer. And then Fox News is like, we hope Barron Trump, who's 6'7" and sexy, we hope he lays pipe tonight. And
that's playing Ookie Cookie back at Trump Tower.
God, I forgot about Ookie Cookie. Jesus Christ. Listen, there's some people in our comments who get annoyed with how often we talk about sex stuff on FY Pod.
Are there?
Yeah. Debate with on News Nation, who's currently being propped up by.
The clip I want to see, I don't want to search for. Hold on. Was Vivek Ramaswamy being attacked. The lepers decided to eat his face.
Call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian. I don't call myself Christian. What's your faith? Hinduism believes in Shiva.
Do you think it's inappropriate for someone who's a Hindu to be, say, a U.S. president?
No, I think it's... No, well...
Why don't you just read the part 3 to the audience?
No religious test shall ever be required as qualification to any office.
The leopards have shown up to eat your face. It's so disgusting. These like fucking, thank you for the resubscription. These like fucking 50-year-old Fox News hosts are like, oh yeah, I hope he got all the way to the bottom of that pussy, right? Right? 6'7", probably got a fucking huge dick. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I have a personal question. That's allowed. So based on what the press says about your beliefs, you call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu.
Okay. So based on what?
There's two of them. I want them both. Is this both of them?
Can't lie. I love this. This was at a Turning Point event. Yes, the Charlie Kirk Turning Point event in Montana, where basically those white evangelicals are like, we don't want no Hindu. And I am so happy that Vivek Ramaswamy is getting his just due, because this man has used black people like a lot of...
He helped put Trump in the White House. And now MAGA is saying, we never liked you anyways. You're not fucking white. You're not fucking Christian.
The colored people that are Republicans use us as the scapegoats and talk shit about us. And finally, he's getting his karma because they let him know we don't want no Hindu. Let's go ahead and get into the intro, y'all. But first, like you see right here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it, y'all.
Oh, here's one spot of good news. The fucking lead singer from the Lost Prophets, was that the name of it? The lead singer of a band that was popular when I was young, who's been in prison for years and years, even though he didn't get a life sentence, for basically doing horrible things to kids. Like, some of his fans would like bring their kids for him to do horrible things to. It had been reported multiple times. The police did nothing. Finally, he got arrested on some drug charges. He went to jail for like 30 or 40 years for doing like not just kids, but like infants. Horrible fucking piece of shit. He finally got murdered in prison. So there you go. He's fucking dead. So he's not a repeat offender. Dude didn't even have any remorse. Didn't even have any fucking remorse. Like, it's fucking insane, some of the quotes from this guy. And he still had fans that just didn't give a fuck. Either they said he was framed, it never happened, or they tried to downplay it, or they said that we don't care. We just want him back making music. We don't give a fuck that he was like fucking literal infants.
Y'all. Actually, it's going to be two separate videos. So this one is from Carl. He's the guy right there. And he's,
there we go.
Profess to be conservative, correct? I'm a proud conservative. If you are an Indian, a Hindu, coming from a different culture, different religion, and those who founded this country, those who grew this country, built this country, made this country the beautiful thing that it is today, what are you conserving? You are bringing change. I'll be 100% honest with you.
What are you conserving, brown man? What? This is not the first time that the guy was attacked either. The first time he was attacked in prison, he was used as a hostage. And they made demands or whatever. Ian Watkins. The second time, he was nearly decapitated by the time they got to him. I don't think they take too kindly to that. But yeah, like horrible, horrible, horrible things. It was in West Yorkshire. He should have. He's been in jail since 2013. He should have had multiple life sentences. If he was in the U.S., he probably would have had multiple life sentences unless it was like he knew some powerful people or something. But they only gave him 29 years. So he was going to get out, still be capable, and probably would offend again. Like one of his fans, there was like a recorded line of one of his fans talking about it, and his quote was, this is all just a mega lols. Like, haha, it's funny that I'm in prison for raping children. Like, he wasn't remorseful. He didn't give a fuck. He wasn't trying to turn his life around. Fuck him.
Christianity is the one truth. Jesus Christ is God, and there's no other God. He is part of the Holy Trinity, and any other God is a demon, and it's false. How can you represent the constituents of Ohio who are 64% Christian if you are not a part of that faith?
Like I said, I'm not here to justify my faith to you any more than you are to me, but what I do share is the value set this country was founded on. And I think that it's really important that we not reinvent the founding of this country and what it was actually all about. The founding fathers, they had an opportunity to write a religious code just like most other nations in human history. All right, founded either on a monarch or a particular faith or a particular lineage.
I don't know. I didn't see that story. He basically admitted to attempted rape and sexual assault of a child under 13, but he claimed that the rape never did happen. He didn't plead guilty to rape. He admitted to conspiring to rape a child, 3 counts of sexual assault involving children, 7 involving taking, making, or possessing indecent images of children, and 1 possessing of an extreme pornographic image involving a sex act on an animal. Like, he's a disgusting motherfucker.
That's where most nations in human history are founded, not America. We are the only country in the human history where there is a set of civic ideals that brought together a divided polyglot group of people 250 years ago, where freedom of conscience was a core belief set of our founding fathers, all the way Thomas Jefferson. You know who he is? What?
The slave owner?
You know what document he signed?
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, and what was his belief system?
He was a deist.
He was a deist. Our 3rd president, the man who signed this nation into existence, was a deist. You know Benjamin Franklin?
So, as I understand it,
I think it's so funny that MAGA's now calling him out. Like, as he tried to swing from Trump's nuts and be like, I'm just like him, and now I'm going to do that. We're going to make America great again. Fuck you.
It's kind of like you do.
They never liked you anyways.
But as far as some of the scripture, you don't really fall into because it sounds like fairy tale. That's what I understand it to be. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but that's what I understand it. But technically, he was a Christian.
Franklin is?
Yes.
You know what his belief system was?
He was a Quaker, yes.
He was also a deist, similar to Thomas Jefferson. So what I think that we all...
A deist believes, I don't know if I'm right about this, a deist believes that there's some type of supreme being that created the universe, but does not meddle in the affairs of the universe. Right? That the world we live in has to be created by something, but he's not out here like granting your prayers or saving this one or saving that one kind of deal.
Often do is we talk about U.S. history. I have a better suggestion. Let's actually consider reading U.S. history. Consider studying U.S. history. Learn the founding of our country, and that's what made our founders, I believe, the most extraordinary people known to the history of man. We would do well to actually...
You think this is a one-off thing? It's not. There's multiple people that they only got up to question his religious beliefs.
Respect their legacy rather than to reinvent some sort of imitative version of every other nation in human history. That's not us. I'm sorry. That's what makes America great, and that's why I am proud to be an American. This is the country that I will die fighting for if I have to, because it's...
But I'm going to say this. I agree with what Vivek is saying as far as him defending himself in his position and like, hey, I still have American values. Hinduism is just my religion, right? However, what the guy Carl was saying, I don't want you coming up here and trying to do things.
They're saying you cannot be a conservative. You cannot run the country. You cannot be president if you're not a Christian.
Changing things around here, that's too much change. We don't want no change around here. And that's how a lot of them feel.
Then they bend every rule of Christianity to make Trump Christian, even though he said he's never asked for forgiveness from God, not once, ever in his life, and can't name a single Bible verse. But he's a Christian. This guy, a little too brown.
If we're going to be completely honest, a lot of them feel that way.
Stands for those ideals, and that's why we're here.
Right. So
keep praying and pledge allegiance to the flag, my friend. Thank you.
Of course, Christ is king. But my response to that would be the same way that my church would let a practicing Hindu, a practicing Muslim, a practicing Jew come in and enter. And
by the way, remember when it was brought up that this Christ is King slogan was like an alt-right Christian nationalist talking point? People were like, oh my God, they're trying to say anybody that believes in Jesus is a Nazi. They're saying that Christ is king. I know Christ is my king. They can't say that about, I'm a Christian. No, it's because they use they use it like this as a dog whistle. When the guy has something to say back, he says Christ is king, and that's letting everybody know that I'm a white Christian nationalist. Not that I believe in God and that and Jesus Christ is the king. This is the dog whistle, right?
Worship with us on a Sunday morning, that person would not be allowed membership. I'm not saying don't give other religions citizenship. I'm just saying you can have freedom of religion in an extremely religious environment. And that is what our founding fathers intended. If you look at the structure of our government, it is a replication, a mirror of the structure of Reformed churches in America in that time.
Absolutely. I think our nation was founded on Judeo-Christian principles. The question is, what are those values? They're the values enshrined in the Ten Commandments. Do we share those values in common? You're darn right we do. And I think that people of most faiths across this country share those values in common. What we're failing to do is actually standing for those values in the government as it actually runs. And so, what I suggest is study U.S. history.
They immediately took that when people said, like, hey, this is a white nationalist dog whistle. They immediately took that and said, well, I'm Christian. I believe that Christ is king. So they're calling me out and calling me a Nazi and calling me. No, we're not. But they do also specifically use that, right? If someone comes to you and says something that has nothing to do with this, or we're in the middle of a political debate and you shout out Christ is king, that's not you and your church or your beliefs or something that you hold dear. That's literally a public dog whistle to let people know, hey, I'm a white nationalist.
Study what made the country great. And if you think Thomas Jefferson or Benjamin Franklin were not eligible to be founders or leaders of the country because they were deists, then you and I respectfully have a difference of opinion. And yet the beauty of our country is we're still able to have that difference of opinion and still call ourselves fellow citizens. Thank you, my friend. All right?
Thank you very much for that. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.
Here's the part that he's...
It's not that we can just have this. They don't want you here. They don't want you involved in government. And they will take actions to keep you out of government and remove you from our country.
Not adding in here, in which we know what it is. They were white. That's what they had over you. They were white. Doesn't matter if you want to break it down what kind of religious beliefs they had. At the end of the day, they were white. They had the complexion for the protection. You, my friend, you don't have that. So let's go ahead and get into the next video. Oh, and by the way, this is where Carl said, I remember this moment vividly. It was infuriating. Thankfully, it just inspired me to hit harder when I spoke. Mind you, Vivek thinks that these are wins for him. So let's go ahead and get into the next video, right? He thinks that he had this breakthrough, but I noticed that they cut off the video at the end. So let's get to it, you guys.
Call myself a Hindu.
Okay. So I have a personal question.
That's allowed.
So based on the press, what the press says about your beliefs, you call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu.
Okay. So based on what the Turning Point's values are, which is Christianity, I'm a little confused on why you believe in I don't know, wouldn't it be logical to conclude that a monotheistic organization would be more, I don't know, I just don't understand why I guess a polytheistic ideology would support some sort of, I guess, monotheistic perspective which Christianity is. So I guess
I want to say this, bitch, do you know how to speak? But secondly, I think what the struggle is, what they're doing, they're trying
to get around saying like, hey, you're not white enough.
Come off as bigoted, so they're trying to choose their words wisely. I think that's why they're stumbling over their words. And two, they can't just be ignorant and bigoted, but they're stumbling over the words because they don't want it to appear that way. But basically, when they're referencing him as a Hindu, it's just not his religion. They're saying, no, you are a Hindu. This is your ethnicity. You are a Hindu. You know, that's how they see it.
And why you have Christian values in that way.
Sure. Happy to address that. What's your name, sir?
Liam Birmingham.
Liam. So tell me about what you know about Hinduism.
Hinduism.
Yeah, somewhere between 5 and 10 points ahead, but we're still a ways out, right? Depending on who stays in, who drops, that could change drastically. But he is currently showing ahead in the poll.
Is a polytheistic religion that.
So with due respect, I'll just cut in right there because there's one thing I have a little bit of authority on. I'm actually a monotheist. I believe there's one true God. It's from the Vedanta tradition of Advaita philosophy, not stuff that we need to spend a ton of time here on. But since you asked about it, I wanted to address it. I believe there's one true God. Now let me just ask you, because I know that may be a hard thing to process. What's your faith?
I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus.
Great. Do you believe in the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?
I think a lot of people here do. So.
And that doesn't make you a polytheist, does it?
Probably not. No.
Great. Because I think this is it's a great spiritual question. There's good dialogue here. Is every religion has its reconciling of.
All this shows is that they kind of got him off what he wanted to talk about. These guys are taking it away as a win, right? Christ is king. It's all over Twitter, and they're talking to Groypers and Nick Fuentes. They're all talking about this. All this is going to do is have these people at every one of his fucking rallies. The same way when Turning Point had, a black, gay conservative. That was the Groyper Wars, right? They showed up to everyone. Or with their Jewish ties, they showed up and asked about the USS Liberty and asked about this and asked about that. It's just it's gonna feed this, and it's gonna follow them around.
The one in the many. And so in my faith,
no, the Holy Trinity isn't telling you that there's three separate gods. No, that's not the same thing, sir. Because as you guys know, Hinduism, they have multiple gods, but what he's saying is that he only has mono. He only believes in one. It's a certain sector that he believes in, but he's trying to compare that to the Holy Trinity, and no, that's not the same thing. It's basically three gods. Basically, that's what he's saying.
I believe there's one true God. He resides in all of us, and he appears in different forms, but it's one true God. So I'm an ethical monotheist. That's the way I would describe my faith. Now, I'll tell you,
90% of Hindus believe in one true God. That takes many forms, but one true God.
I'm not running to be pastor of Ohio. I'm running to be governor of Ohio, and I didn't run to be pastor of America. I ran to be president of the United States of America. Is it?
Obama 1,000% was Christian. Still is.
Can I ask you a question in response? Because I love dialogue like this. Sure. Yeah. Do you think it's inappropriate for someone who's a Hindu to be, say, a U.S. president?
No, I think it's no. Well,
to be honest,
isn't Hinduism? Oh, I mean, I can ask yourself that Hinduism believes in Shiva and what is it? The flute. God, I forget. Right, Krishna. Who's you thinking of? Yeah, Krishna.
So the one thing for you to take away from about my
basically, he doesn't think you should be in any kind of political office or at least running the state. They don't believe that at all. They don't want you. But of course, he's not realizing this.
faith is, I'm an ethical monotheist. I believe in one true God.
He was a member of United Church of Christ from 1992 to 2008 until he became president.
The philosophy of Vedanta. And I think that as you think about the Holy Trinity and what that means for, you're not a polytheist either. That's a similar philosophy. And I'd love to kind of continue that over a religious dinner conversation sometime. But
you also call yourself a Hindu as well.
I'm a Hindu. I am a Hindu. So I'd like to, so we're here mostly, I love having spiritual discussions. We can continue this another time. What I'd like to focus on today, though, is actually where that leaves us with the values of our own country, the shared values of this country. And actually, to that effect, what's your name?
Liam Berman.
Liam, I have something I'd like to give you. Would you like to?
Here's the thing, because he's trying to pacify and basically go like, even though I'm a different religion, we have the same values. Yeah, I believe you can share the same values as a Hindu, as a Muslim, as a Christian, as Catholic. You can share certain values, right? But at the end of the day, what they're plainly saying to him, he's getting his Hindu wake-up call. I can't say Negro because he's not a Negro, but he's getting his Hindu wake-up call. Like, they just don't want you. They don't want an Indian. They don't want a Hindu. They're saying it plainly, but you're still trying to be like, well, our founding fathers. You weren't in the founding fathers' image. You weren't at all. Let's be clear.
Yeah, if you think Obama wasn't Christian, you watch too much fucking Fox News and conspiracy theorists where they accuse him of being a Muslim and worshiping Islam. It's fucking insane.
Hear about that. Let's be clear.
Just come on stage and join me for a moment.
Yes, there was a controversy around his pastor and a sermon he gave one time when I think Obama wasn't even in attendance or some shit. Like it was fucking insane.
It's really important to me.
He's a member of the Church of Christ.
Into my family.
Okay.
This is the next most important thing to me in life. I usually keep it with me. And for tonight, I think it'll actually be really useful for having you come up here. And I'd love to give it to you. You want to join us for a second? Give Liam a round of applause, folks, for being brave and asking a tough question. Thank you.
Okay, let's fast forward a little bit.
More than the differences in our faith is our shared value set. And next to my faith and my family, this is the next most important thing to me. This is the Constitution of the United States of America. I'm going to give you my copies from today. And there's 7 articles in it. I'll ask you to just open it up real quick to Article 6, if you will, for a second. And I think it's actually, we talk about the Constitution a lot in our country, and I love that. One of the things I love about it is it actually makes sense to read the Constitution from time to time. It's a good thing to actually read. So we'll go to Article 6. There's 7 articles.
Can he actually read, though? That's what I'm sorry. I was thinking that in my head. Can he actually read? Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe.
Well, that's why there were 2 options. Fox News or conspiracy theorists. Because no legitimate source ever in any way, shape, or form claimed Obama was anything other than a Christian. Unless you think he has a time machine and went back to 1992 and regularly attended and was a member of the Church of Christ. I don't know what to tell you.
The channel, we messy over here.
And why don't you just read the part 3 to the audience? We'll make this our constitutional reading for the day.
I don't even know where you had to get it from some conspiracy theorists. That's the only options, right? I saw a Facebook post that he has a Muslim prayer rug in the Oval Office. Well, that's not true. So I don't know what to tell you.
The senators and representatives before mentioned and the members of the several states legislators and all executives and judicial officers both in the United States and several states shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as qualification to any office or public trust under the United States.
And then that's the end of the video. You
can't have a religious test.
And pull up the comments because that's directly from his X account.
Stephen Crowder will argue this completely and say, oh, well, the state of so-and-so and this state, and to join them, they said that you had to do this and you had to worship a God, but it's never a specific religion. Even when they say that you ought to believe in a God or be subservient to a creator or whatever the wording is, it's never a specific religion.
Let's go ahead and pull up the comments here. One moment. Let me drag this back up. Okay, so we're just going to scroll underneath. So here somebody put up a sign, Hindus barred as the citizens of the United States.
Damn.
Underneath his comment section, bro, you're not white. Lay off the makeup. Lizzie says, Vivek is it absolutely would be inappropriate to elect a Hindu for Ohio's governor or U.S. president. Damn. Mind you, he's an actual citizen. Like, he's not foreigner. He was born here in this country.
The town I live in, I guarantee you, there are the vast majority of people, if you went and polled them, would still say that Obama is a Muslim.
We are a Christian nation.
Even John McCain had to correct his audience and say, nope, he's a Christian, just like you and me. We just agree on or disagree on the way the government should run.
On Christian principles, the American dream, the you love to speak about, is born out of gospel message of Jesus Christ. The further we move away from that, the further our nation drifts into depravity. Wow. I love the scam. My mother does too. Oh, I heard he was selling something. Let me skip that because I don't want to get in trouble for spreading misinformation. Vivek is someone who can actually not just carry forward Charlie Kirk's legacy, but in some ways is even more balanced and reasonable than Charlie Kirk. Let me tell you, if I'm going to a room full of people that I know don't really like me or they don't really F with me, I will I probably wouldn't do it. I'll be like, nah, unless the money was good. I don't mind going into hostile environments if the money good. I'll go, but for free 99, hell nah. This one says, you are not an American, even though he was born here. My founding fathers were clear. Only reason you are here is two Jews fish. Oh, Lord, I can't read that one. Yes, it's inappropriate for someone who is Hindu to be the U.S. president. There is no R for you. Damn. You are Indian. Yo, these comments are crazy, y'all. If a Christian went to India and wanted to run the place, the Hindus of India would explosively applaud because of the great risk of the divided loyalty. Your H-1B1 visa position proves this. Oh, he's one of the proponents for, increasing the H-1B visa. And
Obama had addressed this on the campaign trail. Here's a quote. He says, I've been to the same church, the same Christian church for almost 20 years. I was sworn in with my hand on the family Bible. Whenever I'm in the United States Senate, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. So if you get some silly email, send it back to whoever sent it to them and tell them this is all crazy. Educate yourselves.
And a lot of people don't like that because you're bringing people from overseas over here, taking up American jobs, which they're paying the foreigners less. And then when we go for the job, they're like, oh, you're asking for too much. And we have people who are skilled in this country, but they don't want to pay them what they're worth. Dear Americans,
he clashed with MAGA last time, Vivek. Last time he sided with H-1B visas. They don't even want those people here, right? They are immigrants.
Jews in America would genuinely welcome you to discuss the critique of Hindu.
This is why it's such a lie. It's such a fucking lie when anybody on that side says, well, we don't mind immigrants. We just want them to come the right way. You guys had a fucking crash out for a week on Twitter over H-1B visas. What do you think visas are? The right way or the wrong way? Because if it's not the right way, there is no right way.
Hinduism, feel free to challenge anything you find bizarre and questionable. But first, you need to put in the work, read up on Hinduism. I like this comment because I wonder how people actually read up on it. I'll be the first one to admit I have not read up on it. I just remember a little bit from, high school and stuff like that, but it's not something that I've studied, Oh, dang it. Why am I not in the crowd? Kudos to the guy who tried to spread awareness in the crowd. Love it. Vivek can try to play around with his words regarding the definition of Hinduism, thinking Americans have a little clue of it. But the most important thing in all of, let's continue. where was I? The most important thing, a little clue of it, but the most important thing in all of this is Vivek tried to cleverly accuse Christianity of being polytheistic faith to like Hinduism by bringing up the Trinity. What Vivek doesn't get is Christians don't have a separate church for Holy Spirit, a separate church for the Father, and a separate church for Jesus, like Hindus. Right. And that's what I was saying. I was like, that's not the same thing because it's not like it's separate or like multiple or many, you know? And then they go into all the other gods and stuff like that. It's long. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention because, again, Vivek has said a lot of slanderous things against Black Americans, and he's doing it to cater to his base, his white audience. But remember, Ann Coulter said, I love everything that you were speaking of. I love, you know, how, you know, articulate you are. And then in that interview, she was like, but I wouldn't vote for you because you're Indian. No matter what you do, no matter if you put all that cremation on your face, you're still a Hindu to them. It is what it is, but hey, there's a governor race next year. Make sure you guys are registered to vote. You know, do your thug thizzle.
Good luck, Ohio. I hope this causes such a goddamn strong pendulum swing that these motherfuckers think they're staring down the barrel of fucking full-blown communism.
Push through the ice. Aye, Commander. The far shore's in sight. Hold fast, frogs. We cross
It says Norway sends Portland ice frog reinforcements.
tonight. Roll, roll.
Just to hear those sleigh
There's so many ice frogs now.
Landlords $34,000, but they're not paying.
We are the Bowen Tower Tenant Union.
Say that!
And we are on rent strike.
We can't be late on rent. Y'all can't take a short. Y'all need all y'all money. But why can't we get everything we was promised? Why can't we get the AC, the heat, and the working tub, and the working kitchen sink? And why can't we get that?
These renters are launching the first rent strike in town Missouri history, demanding rent caps and permanent repairs. Tenants say that when you can't afford Chicago, you come to Kansas City. When you can't afford Kansas City, you live in Raytown.
This year, Charles Hill and Alta CGHS Real Estate raised my rent $129. If they raise my rent again, I won't be able to afford to live here, and I don't have any place else to go.
We also got mold here too. I don't want to miss that there. And this is our bedroom, so me and him both have asthma, so I'm assuming this is not great for us. This is probably why I keep getting sore throat.
So I got this right here. This water, it just comes up by itself from whatever God knows what apartment. I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell you. They were supposed to have been fixed that 2-3 months ago.
It's like $1,200 and something.
Get 'em.
Green Man was
Fuck it.
$100, and the lady switched.
In those type of conditions, I don't think I'd be fucking paying rent either.
And forged our name on the lease. You can see it's not even a real signature on the lease.
How much you pay monthly?
$1,034. If the first come 12 o'clock before the office closed, they're gonna put a letter on your door saying you've been evicted.
Charles Hill, the landlord, initially met with tenants, but now is resorting to intimidation and retaliation.
So I just hired these new police to harass us. They're not policing the area, they're harassing the residents. They didn't even want to let me in last night. I had to show them, look, dude, I got a key lock.
He has had his staff call the police on us when we protest against these conditions. That ain't right! They have
I'm glad they're banding together, and I'm glad they're getting attention. No one should be paying for a place that's unlivable.
been trying to evict me since February. We are not just numbers on a
That's why there's laws against it.
spreadsheet. We are people. We refuse to let Charles Hill displace us from our homes for your own profit.
So after repeatedly trying to get their basic needs met, these tenants are collectively withholding over $34,000 in rent to force their landlord's hands.
I was able to tell my son, like, hey, this is why we go to those union meetings. This is why we're going out and rallying. This is why we do those things, so we don't have to deal with this.
I don't think you should be able to rally together and be like, oh, well, you know, you're like charging some ridiculous. We only want to pay $100 a month in rent. Okay, that's probably not going to work, right? I don't expect anybody to lose fucking money on the building, but it should be livable.
My father and I have been paying our rent every month. We received a letter saying we owe $1,400. We want to end our rent strike rally today with the following message. We are the Bowen Tower Tenant Union, and we are not afraid.
We know you're unwilling! Even though you're able! The strike won't end! Till you come to the table!
That's cool.
Oh, their land.
All right, guys. You guys may be too young or too old, not young enough, I guess I should say, to remember this. But if I say this phrase right now, would you recognize it? Okay. Hinga Dinga Durgan. Anybody got that phrase? I remember this vividly from my childhood. Hinga Dinga Durgan. We actually used to say it to each other at school because we thought it was funny. As it should be funny, right? It shouldn't be a real fucking thing. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's an episode of SpongeBob where he's going through and celebrating all these different weird holidays. And one of the holidays he wakes up to celebrate is Leif Erikson Day. It's a joke. He's got like a Viking beard and a Viking helmet, and he pops out of bed and says, "Oh my God, Gary, it's Leif Erikson Day. Hinga Dinga Durgan." And that was supposed to stay a joke. Not anymore.
Leif Erikson Day. Leif Erikson was a famous Viking explorer.
So we are just not serious now. Leif Erikson Day.
Hey everybody, it's Leif Erikson Day. Hinga Dinga Durgan.
Leif Erikson Day. Dinga Danga Durgan.
A hugely important holiday, particularly to Scandinavia.
Calm down, Whiskey.
What the fuck is Pete Hegseth cheering for?
Leagues. You were over here fist pumping. Look, you know he had a good couple of shots before work.
Hinga Dinga Durgan.
What? Okay, so I didn't even know that this was a real day. I literally thought this was just a joke from SpongeBob, but I guess I was wrong. It is now, yesterday I think was Leif Erikson Day. Whenever that is, I don't understand
October 9th.
what that has to do with the United States of America. I don't get it because that
America first.
Has to do with Scandinavia. And the last time I checked, nobody here is a Viking. So if you...
To be fair, Leif Erikson probably was one of the first people to set foot on in North America. But still.
DEI holidays. This is a DEI holiday.
At first, I guess European, obviously. But probably way, 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 way before Columbus.
Leif Erikson Day.
Yeah, but you're probably talking to partisan Democrat officials.
I don't know what this one is.
Triggered, y'all. Caitlin Collins had her foot on that neck this entire press briefing.
There's nothing to negotiate, just reopen the government, and then we can talk about all the important issues facing our country.
You already said you're not going to negotiate. So, talking about the problems that are affecting the country afterwards would be negotiating.
Here in Washington. Why should they be concerned about the federal government offering help to make their cities a safer place?
Now, this Mel reporter asked a very good question as well. He says, so the president has said over and over and over again that D.C. is now safe, that it's now the safest place to be. If it's so safe, why is the National Guard still patrolling the streets? And he says, why wouldn't this raise concerns for other cities and states that if the National Guard supposedly comes in to do their job, that they're just not going to leave once it's over? And she says, why should people be concerned about that? Why should you be concerned about the National Guard being in your city? And he specifically said, well, once it's done, are they going to leave? And there's no indication they're going to leave because this is what he wants, y'all. He wants to hold the country hostage.
Why would they believe that they'll leave? They're not leaving D.C. They're not fucking going anywhere. D.C., according to Trump, hasn't had crime in 3 months. Zero crime. Except for, like, they call it crime when a husband slaps around his wife a little bit because they don't want to make Trump perfect. You know, that's clearly not a crime. Why would anyone believe that the National Guard is going to leave suddenly? They haven't done it yet. The test case was supposedly D.C., but nothing changed. I fucking hate it here.
Deputies were called to Walt Disney World's Port Orleans Resort after reports of a guest behaving intoxicated inside the hotel. That guest, 41-year-old Christine Neal from North Carolina, was instructed to pack her belongings and leave, as Disney requested she be formally trespassed from the property. But what should have been a simple removal quickly escalated into something far more chaotic. And every moment was captured on police body-worn cameras.
Okay. All right. Is she by herself?
My name's Christine Neal. Do you like to charge me? You can take me down to the sheriff's department.
Okay,
my name's Christine Neal. I don't need anybody else speaking for my name.
Okay. How are you today?
I am not well. I came here. I fled Old Key West because my family's toxic. I unfortunately came back to my room. Callie was here with another woman, and I kept asking what they were here for. I didn't know. I had already paid the room fee.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Do you happen to have your identification on you? Can I see it, please?
Sure, when none of them are around. So I know it's a protocol to go ahead and charge me.
Well, we're not charging you with any crime at this point.
Well, yeah, but I have to vacate the premises, and I paid $1,700 to stay here.
Okay, I understand.
They need to vacate.
You have something around your neck. Do you happen to?
No, sir. This is for tonight's.
No, your wallet around your neck.
Hey, Mom. I'm sorry. She called below.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to call yourself.
Can you not?
That's my mother.
Okay.
I fled Old Key West. You can ask her.
Okay. I see something around your neck. Do you happen to have your ID in there?
Unfortunately, I do.
Have your ID in there?
I don't have my key.
No, your
My room
identification.
key. I do, but I don't want to give it to you in case I'm being locked up. My mom.
You're not being arrested.
Well, I don't have any place to go. Unfortunately, I came to vacation in Orlando, and y'all don't see.
May I see your ID?
You can see it, but you have it.
I'm not gonna keep it. I promise.
Well, either way, you still put my information, and I still get locked up, so I'm not doing it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and read the trespass order.
I have no idea. I was drinking his bar.
Do you guys want to prosecute criminally if she refuses to leave? After you trespass, do you want to prosecute criminally if she refuses to leave?
Oh, she can give me but they're going to go ahead and arrest me.
Okay, so if we read the trespass warning to her.
So give me a trespass.
All right. You're here by trespass on Walt Disney World properties to include but not limited to theme parks, water parks, resorts, and Disney Springs. You're hereby warned that authorized license or invited to be on this premises and to be arrested if you refuse to leave or return at any time in the future.
And that's my punishment for what?
He doesn't have to give you any reason.
Oh, no, he does, because I paid and I already facilitated the money for your venture.
No, he doesn't.
Name is Christina, right?
Christine. Christine. Christine.
Okay, well, I don't have your identification.
No, EIL. I do know that when you make a transaction, sir, I'm trying to.
You just want to talk over me? That's fine.
No, sir, I would like to talk over in private. I can't figure out how I got here. And I don't know why this keeps going further. Quit raising your voice. Oh, because I got louder to speak to the officer over them? That's what causes?
Nobody's saying anything.
So because I came here because I fucking was abused? No. Christy, calm down. I tried to talk to the officer. I tried to talk to fucking her. There is no talking. All these people want is your fucking money. Stop. Calm down. Calm down.
Where do you guys live?
Thank you, sir. Go ahead and give me a copy.
Okay.
Wait, I need my money refunded. Thank you. Okay. Refunded for what? For the last next days that we paid till Saturday.
What was your birthday?
I can't stay, sir. Is that correct?
What's your birthday?
Hold on. Can I not stay
Not
until
the
Saturday?
trespass one is for.
Once that's signed,
Okay, well, don't touch my paperwork.
Hold on. I'm just asking. So once that's signed, I can't stay. Well, shut up. Once I can't.
Jesus Christ,
Once
lady.
that's signed, I can't stay until I.
Chill the fuck out.
Okay, so I can't stay until Saturday. Okay, perfect. Fill out the paperwork. What would you like? Pack up and leave. Yeah, as usual.
Okay, where's your car at?
She has no car. It's my car.
All right, are you going to take her off of Disney property?
Of course she is. I have no choice but to be arrested. Quiet.
Okay.
Be quiet. I came up here to my room, and that was the problem. Because you got intoxicated in the car.
Well, if you want to give me your information, there's your copy.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead and start making off the property, please.
Okay, what?
What's your birthday?
So when's my refund going to be available?
Ma'am, you've been asked to leave property.
You have chosen to call the police. I was at the bar. I came here and
Just
shut up. Just stop. I came here seeking refuge. I should have went to the police department. You're right. I went there, and I needed help. So I came here. I did every resource I had. It's not available to get my money back. No. Go sit by the door. Go sit by the door. No. We'll pass out. You need to shit on me, and I pay all this money to come here because everybody else.
Miss Neal, have I yelled at you?
No, sir, you haven't.
Can you guys head out for me?
Do we, sir?
Okay. What's your birthday?
6483. Do we have to come back for anything?
No. Is all of her property with her?
It's in the room.
Okay, we're going to need to get her off property.
Okay.
I'm Tip. We're at 1099 over the air to TPW.
Officer, I will not leave until
Did you come near me again? I'm going to take you to jail. You did not walk up on me like that. You did not walk on that. Go to your room, pack your things.
I said officer. You didn't. You were running it. No, I didn't. I ran out of the room and said officer.
You don't run near these people.
I didn't run near them.
Please. Go pack up your stuff. Go pack up your stuff.
I think we're done here.
Pack up your things, ma'am. Ma'am, please go pack up your things.
I ran here and paid $1,700 to stay here because my family vacated.
I'm not yelling at you.
I didn't do anything to them either, and they called the law on me. And you know what? I ran. I ran.
Okay.
Shut up and get it. I ran. Shut up and get it.
That's why I need you guys over here because she's going to come after you guys.
Go ahead and have all your workers stand out at me and watch. What did I do, officer? What am I being charged with?
No crime at this time, man, as long as you pack your things up and leave.
Oh, as long as I pack things up and leave. Where's my refund? I paid until Saturday.
We'll reimburse you.
2 hotels.
She's gonna make it worse. 100%. She's gonna make it worse.
We'll reimburse you. Okay, just pack your things up.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I can't figure out why I fled here and why I'm being arrested.
You're not being arrested, ma'am.
It reminds me of those. You ever had someone come to like visit or whatever and hang out with you and your family and they're from Japan? Holy shit. We've only ever had it happen once. But talk about overbearing, pushy, mostly intoxicated. It's the Japanese. This lady might be Japanese. I'm not sure.
She's not charging it.
I'm not saying any names.
Anybody else, officer?
Ma'am, pack your things up. Pack your things up.
I came here in the middle of the night.
things up and start heading out. Pack your things up and start heading out, please. Your mom's already downstairs. She's got in the car. Just pack your things up.
What have I done?
Okay, right now you're refusing to leave. I don't want to take you to jail. I do not want to take you to jail. It doesn't matter. You're intoxicated in public. That's why it's simple.
Okay, so they offer alcohol, so that's what I meant. So. Okay, so if I go into my room, what did I do wrong? It's illegal, sir. I'm asking you. I'm asking the officer, and he walks away. So, officer, what did I do wrong?
Can you pack your things up and head out?
Sir, I'm packing my things up. My things were packed last night to come here.
Okay.
What did I do?
The other option is you're refusing to leave property after being trespassed. You've already been given your copy.
I'm not being trespassed because they already gave me a key.
Okay. Your mom right there
today.
Okay.
My mom came up.
I've heard horror stories about when the Japanese go to Florida.
Number missing.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not
I can't figure out what I done.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I can't figure out what I done. What did I do?
You're intoxicated in public.
Something the UV rays or the water. I don't know.
What is that?
They offer alcohol. They supply
She
alcohol.
threw money at the staff downstairs. They had it.
Wait, what? I threw money?
Hi, sir.
No, I didn't. I have all my cell phone footage. Sir, what time did I
Her mom's downstairs. She just pulled the car up.
No, my mom couldn't figure out why I called her. When I talked to her in my room, that's what it was. She couldn't figure out why she had a call from me.
No, mom's staying at a different place. I just want to grab the intoxicated person and take her away.
Take her away.
That's all we want.
What did I do?
No, mom's leaving too. Everybody's leaving. So
What did I do?
At this point, it doesn't matter what you did. If Disney doesn't want you on their property, they can
Okay, so Disney, because I paid into all this, can ask me to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, once I'm off Disney property, do y'all have any disposal?
What do you mean disposal?
Of me?
Nope,
I paid to stay, so what's the problem?
Right now, if Disney doesn't want you on the property, they have the right to say, hey, we want you to leave. It's a civil issue.
So they can have an abuser here, and that's okay.
Who's the abuser?
Shut up. Yeah, of course. The officer's so
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you, Miss Neal.
Yeah, of course you do.
Not you, Miss Neal. The other Miss Neal.
Stop it. Stop it. I don't know what's right, what's wrong. Shut up.
There's a purse on the counter, ma'am.
There's way more there.
Okay. Well, man, don't let it lock.
Oh, there's a lock. But
So just grab your things. Help your mom out.
here's your purse, Carol.
Mom, or ma'am, can you please just gather your things up and head out?
Yeah,
Doors are too
God, she's horrible.
money that we could be nicer here, just in case.
She's gonna hit one of the cops or hit them with a bag or run it.
Is the refund coming? You said there was a refund coming from there? So are they working on it or not?
Yes.
Is it going through?
I don't know what to do.
They're working on it. So they're working on it or not? They're working on it.
Okay, well, she works for Disney, and I'm sure you can ask her.
Okay, we'll ask her for you.
Okay, well, you guys stop me in between leaving from an abuser, so you know what? You guys can figure it out. No, I don't.
Okay, start with-
Unfortunately, I put everything in this room. Unfortunately, I don't even know where I need to go because I need to find another room off property.
Yeah, I would say
abuser always wins. Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that.
Can I work on something?
Abuser always wins, of course. Right? Please.
Stay with that.
I packed for my mom. Thanks. Come on, take your fucking pumpkin.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese.
Property somewhere?
I have LQ West with money.
Okay, you know she cannot stay there either. She has to leave completely off of all Disney properties, Disney Springs, the water parks, the theme parks. Well, she can't. She has to leave immediately.
I know,
So.
that's should have stopped it.
now.
As long as we vacate the premises, we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure you are. As long as it's me, that's what.
Now she's not even happy with the refund. They said your refund is being processed right now, as long as we leave the property. Yeah.
Fuck the problem. Oh yeah, number.
No problem.
No, I'm constantly fucking get out of here. Like you guys wanted. I didn't even know there was a salad there.
Shut the wall, guys.
Yeah, I did. Sir, do you think I meant to?
Under Florida law, police body-worn camera recordings cannot show the inside of a private hotel room for privacy reasons. The Orange
Damn it.
has therefore redacted portions of this footage,
Christine shoved her mother against the wall during this
and
time.
we are unable to show viewers.
God damn it, we missed
According
it.
to the official report, during this time, Christine allegedly shoved her mother against the wall.
That wasn't. Ow! Ow! That wasn't. What the fuck? I didn't do anything. Ow! I didn't do anything. That wasn't.
Relax your arms.
I am relaxed.
All right, you have anything on you? It's gonna poke, stab, or anything like that, ma'am.
No, sir, it's just my switch roll. I'm serious.
Okay.
How many chances did she have, dude?
Well, I have to turn around. Now I gotta clean up this wall.
Okay.
I don't know why you're doing such stupid things out here.
Sir, I wanted to get my other hotel room. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be with my sister and brother-in-law. I never would come. I'm sorry. Ow, sir. I didn't know. You told me to stand up. You told me to lean on you. Be with my sister and brother-in-law. I never would come. I'm sorry. Ow, sir. I didn't know. You told me to stand up. You told me to lean on you, sir. I didn't know I'd fall. I didn't know I'd fall. I'm sorry. I've never been in handcuffs before.
Are you done?
What the fuck?
Are you done acting like that?
I didn't know I'd fall. I've never been in handcuffs before.
You told me to stand still. And I stood still. What do you want from me?
Stand up.
I've never done anything wrong to deserve this.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Stop.
You keep telling me to fight for my own. I'm trying to leave. I fell on a wall. What do you want? I can't stand upright. What do you want? I'll stand up.
What are you doing? Stop.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Shoot me. I'm sorry.
You're like an idiot.
I don't know what.
Shoot me.
Christ, you're kicking that cop.
I'm sorry.
Remember your problem is you always hit that deputy.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I never would disrespect your officer. I'm sorry.
What is your problem, lady?
Look, I didn't know what I did wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I'll send you a picture of mom's ID. You done? She'd be having a pretty bad issue right now. You gonna gather yourself for a minute? Miss Neal?
Yes, sir.
Can we walk down quietly or no?
I don't know why I'm here. arrested. I'm just putting myself in handcuffs. I'll be quiet, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'll explain to you. You can't push your mama. You got
I didn't push my mom. I pushed her to ask her what the fuck she did to call the law on me.
Okay, well, she didn't call the law on you. It was Disney who needs you out of here.
I pushed her down to see why the fuck she called the law on me. I didn't push her. I pushed her down to see why the fuck she called the law on me.
Imagine that. I came for vacation under the premise that it would be a vacation. It's not.
All right, man, let's get you up to the car, okay?
Yeah, arrest me.
Yes, ma'am, we are placing you under arrest. Want to roll over? Roll towards me. Roll over towards me. Roll over towards me. Put your knees in. Okay? 1, 2, 3, up.
Sir, I have a broken right foot, sir.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I gave it all my weight on it.
1, 2, 3, up. There you go. All right, we're going to take you to jail, okay? Stop, ma'am.
Now she can't walk.
Stop.
I can't step up from that.
You were just running.
I was, but it's my pinky toe.
Okay, just walk.
Oh my God. What did I do to you? I'm sorry. Okay.
Stop. This nonsense.
I quit. Okay, I quit. I don't know what I've done. This is
Stand up like an adult.
I'm sorry.
Stand up and walk like an adult.
What is wrong with you? Why are you mad at me? Why?
You're operating.
What did I do wrong? Tell me what I did. You told me to get down and put my hands behind my back. I did. What did I do wrong? Please tell me. Please tell me what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I put my hands behind my back. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm stepping.
I think, honestly, this is a pretty big issue in America. I think if the cops maybe shotgun 2 beers apiece, they would all understand each other better.
I'm stepping.
You're up. Relax.
Okay, I'm relaxed. I'm sorry.
Walk that way. Nice and slow. Relax. Nice and slow. There you go. What are you doing?
I have to lean myself up, sir. I have to lean on my feet, my foot, and my hoof, my foot, my heel, and my foot, and my toe. I'm sorry.
My hoof. I have to lean on my hoof.
I have a broken foot. It's listed. What did I do to you? I'm sorry. Beat me until I'm dead. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong?
This.
I'm sorry. Beat me till I'm dead. I'm sorry.
Am I asking for extra help with my right foot? Jesus Christ, it's broken.
That's right.
My right foot is broken. I can't help it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Shut up. Shut up. Do anything but come with you on a vacation. Just let me leave. Just let me go home and they can arrest me. I can't get up. You guys got me locked where you want me. I can't get up. I can't use my feet up. There's an elevator up to floor 2. They're lying to you. There is an elevator up to floor 2, officer.
Why are
They're
you
lying
yelling?
to you.
Don't yell.
Because you got mad at me.
Me? I haven't been mad at you.
He got mad at me. See, I was being discooperative and I'm being cooperative.
You must have been talking about the other guy. Mike walked away. Yeah, the other deputy's not here right now.
You know what? I've tried everything. You know what? Take me to jail. Take me to jail. I don't care.
We're trying.
No, you are. And I haven't done a damn thing wrong in my whole life.
You won't do it.
I haven't done a damn thing wrong in my whole life. But go ahead. You know what? Do you?
Yeah, she just got there last night, is what she said.
Of course you can.
What's it?
The right one.
Okay, slowly walk.
Put a different letter. Figure it out. I'll take the charge, but you guys got to figure it out. I won't be that big a problem. I know I'm a problem. I get it. But you know what? Running for safety isn't a problem. And never should be.
Well, I'd like you to tell us what happened.
You know what? I came here last night, in the middle of last night, and I begged for them to give me room. I paid $1,700 to get away from my brother while he's prosecutor in North Carolina.
She needs some ice for her foot, I think.
Okay. You stand up for us?
Yes, sir, I can.
Ready?
Yes, sir, I do. I'll be cooperative. I'm sorry.
Sometimes she forgets her foot's broken.
Domestic violence! Domestic violence! We don't stand for it!
We got the AC bumping in here. Got the AC on.
God damn, dude.
I'm sorry for your stress level at this point. I feel for you. I have compassion for your situation. I appreciate you coming here trying to remove her without incident. But
I was actually trying to get her to dinner. No idea.
Well, she pushed you like open palm, or
No, I was trying to get her stuff out of the bathroom, and she shoved my back, and I hit the shower wall.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Do you need fire department?
No.
Please step over this way.
No.
That's a pretty good noggin on your head, ma'am. That was.
Yeah.
Can we have the fire department at least give you an ice pack?
I'll get the other
That's a large knot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no. Let us have them come to the police location. Yeah, they're free. They don't charge nothing. Yeah. She has the no bond status. That's standard for all domestic crimes in the state of Florida. She'll have to have first appearance tomorrow, and there'll be stipulations according to that. That is a large confusion. And how old are you, ma'am?
68.
Okay. Well, it's because of your age, it's elevated because it's elderly abuse. Well, it's not that, ma'am. Yeah, your age, you shouldn't be dealing with none of this, and I can see your eyes start to get a little black and blue as well.
That was when she was throwing things in the room yesterday. It's been bad.
Okay. So alcohol issues?
Huh?
Alcohol issues?
Actually, can you not talk in front of everybody else?
Miss Neal?
What?
You all right?
How the fuck? How the fuck did she get down there?
So you do like you were going to do what you do.
Okay.
Is she stuck like that? Because once the door, well, I guess she could run her head this way if her knee doesn't get in the way.
I'm just
I just gotta do what you do. I ain't saying nothing against our family. I'm not saying anything.
This is exactly like dealing with Itsuko.
Just take me to jail. Take me to jail.
Okay, all right. I was just making sure you're medically okay.
Do what you fucking do.
Okay, watch yourself.
She did this in my car the entire way to the pizza store.
We're gonna put a seatbelt on her because her head is between her knees, and if something happens in the car accident,
She said, "I'm sorry, beat me to death. I'm sorry." I don't know what happened.
polite.
Yeah, my mom's a liar for her daughter's like she.
So in the state
As
of
long
Florida,
as she gets it.
could you take a step back from me for a moment, please? I'm gonna reach over.
She got out somehow.
Miss Neal, thank you very much, Miss Neal.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Miss Neal.
Would you have done it with restraints? Would you have done it either way?
I'm what, ma'am?
Yeah, if I had been back, you would have done it either way, right?
Done what?
Arrest me.
No, ma'am. You pushed your mom. She's got a large.
I didn't push my mom.
She has a large.
No, I grabbed my mom to tell her. I had been calling her to tell her what was going on. They were in my room.
We were right outside.
I didn't know why they were outside my room.
So,
the manager came up.
Miss Neal,
and
may I
the friend.
help you fill some blanks in?
I was just telling you. I don't.
but you see,
Okay, I'm wrong. I get it. I'm wrong. I know I'm in the wrong because obviously I'm in a cop's car. I can't say anything that's word. So I get it.
Jeff, will go to jail.
My mom's the one that begged me, and her stupid ass is the one that persuaded you to lock me up because I left from Old Key West.
Well, man, if it makes you feel better, she doesn't want to prosecute.
Yeah, funny, and you dumbasses too. You think
So apparently she keeps saying I left from Old Key West. That's where her mom's staying. So she got there and they had some type of altercation, and her mom said she threw something at her. So she went to this room and paid for it. And the staff said when she showed up downstairs that there was something brought up about the total of the room, and she took a wad full of cash and threw it in their face.
gonna be here for court date. No, but you sure will be. You think I pushed her? Do you really think I pushed my mom? To put my mom on a fucking only room key that I'm the only one that had a room key too. Right. Yeah, as long as you get yours right. You go ahead and fact check that, because I bet you'll go home to some fucking kids that don't like your ass either. But you know what? I always did love my mom. Unfortunately for you, I'll check me and you on the outside, bitch.
What do you mean by that, ma'am?
Sir, I will meet you in court and I will show the judge I've never wanted to be an abuser because I see what
She just threatened him, right? I'll catch you on the outside, bitch.
y'all are. Y'all abuse your position.
Now it's
You showed
court.
up at Disney because I called law on the person that was abusing me. I get y'all. That's cool.
What was that?
Hey, I guess Discovery.
Yeah, wait till she vacations to your house and you're headed to the pizza store. You'll see.
Bitch raw, ain't it?
When did you call?
I called last night from my cell phone.
No, it kind of sucked when she came because Oliver, she gave Oliver the bird flu and Mariah was feeling under the weather. It was weird. Some type of contagion.
What are you doing?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do
Stop that.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm going to charge you with escape attempt if you don't sit back.
I didn't do anything wrong to begin with to get in jail. What is it? You're turning on lights?
Yep, we're going to get to jail a little bit faster because you're trying to escape.
Because I turned off my seatbelt? Are you serious? Isn't that your job? I didn't do anything. What did I do wrong? What am I being charged with, officer?
I'll write it all down for you and give you
No, I need to know. What am I being charged with?
I'll write it all down for you.
What am I being charged with? I did not put hands on my mother. Y'all had eyes on me the whole time. You told me so. Your body cam will show that you told me I was under your partner's visual. What is wrong? What did I do wrong? My mom came get my shit because I called her.
Okay.
I'm fucking not living every day in this car. My brother-in-law's a prosecutor. I don't need anyone to know what happened to me. I am petrified every day of my life. If you think I don't go back home every day and know what my life is, you're shitting yourself.
Okay.
Lock me up. Keep me safe. I don't care.
Okay, but I want you to...
Keep me safe. I don't care anymore. I kept trying. I let everybody know. He was a goddamn...
Yeah, I was
almost fine. He raped me. He beat me.
I think I'm going to go home and give Mariah the old ball gag.
Think about it.
I swear. I got
Let's see if I get the handcuffs strapped on or the seatbelt on her. It's going to be about 40 minute drive. This drive gets horrendous.
Please don't beat me. I'm sorry.
Okay, you
Please don't beat me. He's like, I'm going to stop and put the seatbelt back on her. Please don't beat me. Beat me to death. I'm sorry.
Put your feet up here and start kicking
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because that's me on the other
I'm sorry. Please don't stop me. Please, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll be quiet. Okay, here for you. I'm sorry.
Neil, Miss Neil.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Christina.
Sorry. Okay, I got it. I know you want it. I'm sorry.
We're going to close the door, okay? She was raped in top right 20 years ago. So, I get it.
What did I do to you? What did I do to you? What are you trying to do? I said that y'all won't rape me without impunity?
Stop kicking me!
What did I didn't kick you. I grabbed my heel. I grabbed my heel.
They're trying to hobble her, but
What did I do?
she's kicking.
What did I do? Here, we know what you're about. Stop. No one else fucking raped me. Stop. Are you choking me? He's choking me. I didn't do anything, officer. I didn't do anything. My brother-in-law.
Wait a minute.
He's choking me.
I won't put up. I'm sorry. Please don't. Hell happened.
Fuck. Yeah, seatbelt.
Lock me up. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It ain't a safe book. It's an officer. Both on false pretenses.
Yeah, 83602 11 841 11 841's mileage.
What began as a simple trespass order ended with Christine Neal resisting deputies, attacking her own mother, and ultimately being restrained and tasered at the jail.
Look at those lots.
Was trespassed from Disney property indefinitely, though she later entered a plea of not guilty. In the same month, her mother filed a court document stating she did not wish to pursue criminal charges against her daughter. For more real body cam encounters, hit that subscribe button and become a channel member today for exclusive footage you won't see anywhere else.
All right, guys, that's it for me. We fucking hate ICE. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If you want to support the show, do it at buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer. And we will see everybody tomorrow, hopefully with some more uplifting stories. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. See you. Bye.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name.
Fuck the Groypers.
Who they are and telling the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them beds, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people.
Thanks.
Sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5.
Good night, guys.
You told him if he did, he get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them beds, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them beds, you know that stage is set. You better buckle